It's my final couple of games of StarCraft before I hit the road. I literally, I had 3 pills of Adderall left. That's right, I saved them. It's right here. Pull that out. No, that's vegetables. It's potatoes. What's wrong with? Anyway, I took 2 of the 3 pills, and I'm prescribed 2 a day, but I've been having trouble getting regular meds, and I did go to the hospital and get a refill, and they sent like a 90 script to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy couldn't fill it. I shot a vlog about that earlier. They have to have specific, the max is 35 days, which is supposed to be 2 a day. The doctor also only put it 1 a day, so it didn't, and I couldn't pay cash and all this. There's all these complications, so I've had to ration the Adderall. I have not had it for weeks, like, or barely here and there, and I took 2 of the 3 Adderalls today, 40 milligrams, a substantial dose, and I would have to fucking pack it all up. All this is going with me today, the TV included, power, the internet, security camera, everything. I'm gonna load it in the truck. The truck's sitting up front, it's got a trailer on it, and the trailer is designed to hold the bikes, and I've already shipped a container ahead of me with all my other stuff, like the PlayStation and my other camera gear. I am furious they stole my Insta360. I had not made my money back out of spending hundreds of dollars on that camera, and I did learn how much better Insta360 was compared to GoPro, which was valuable, but I'm very meticulous about using the equipment. I'm the opposite of the hoarder Romana. I use everything. I fucking carefully plan and plot. I make sure I get my money's worth, and I did not get my money's worth aside from the learning of Insta360 and how much better it is. And I have another one of their cameras, but not a spherical one. I wanted that spherical camera. It's very useful, and it would have been perfect in a boat because it's all around one. There's only one square of flat floor, one square. There's a table on one side, bed on the other, couch on the other, and the doors behind you. A central mounted 360 camera could be a permanent stream for the whole boat. Like, it would have been perfect. And I've trained on it and have gear and fucking add-ons for it and memory cards, and it had a case on it, a metal small rig case, and the microphone, the small rig microphone was in there, and the 1/2 terabyte SSD card, and the quick reader, and the bullet time thing you flip around your head, and the special Insta360 selfie stick, which you have to use that specific one because it's got an algorithm where it removes itself from the shot, so it looks like a floating drone shot, and only the Insta360 branded selfie stick will do the invisible stick thing. Not that it's bad anyway to have a stick, it works great. Like, I put time and effort to learn it, I bought it, I financed it. It was the beginnings of building credit. Paid it all off, and now some nigga got it. That reminds me, I want to fucking look on Craigslist and see if that shit's up for sale. But anyway, I'm enjoying the last time I'll have gigabit internet, because I'm going to be switching to a wireless connection, which just slows everything down, adds lag coming out, and I am ranked #1 again by a comfortable little lead. That's 23 points, and that's a whole win. Low win is like 12, 13, high win 20, 21, 22. That's a solid, I'm the leader plus a win. And Mech Warrior, the dude who disrespected me and is in a similar league that I keep track of, barely on the podium. And I'm almost 100 up on him, nigga. That's 5 wins. 6 maybe if they're all low. If you beat an equal skilled opponent, you don't get much MMR. But if you beat a better opponent, you get more. If you beat a weaker, you get less. So it varies how much you gain or lose per match, depending on the difficulty of your opponent. But 15, 18, that's the standard range. If you get 23, that was a hard opponent. If you get 12, that was an easy opponent. Kind of nice to... I only played 1 match, too, and I won it. And this, I can't ever get used to it. Oh, it saves the last one selected. 10 minutes. Frosty feet. And I did win. I'm not going to fucking play it up. It doesn't say that. Shouldn't it? Show and folder, recover game, rename. I never run drills and practice and examine game footage and learn like that, which is all important, but I never have time, and I'm always like 1 step behind. Like, I've got so much other shit distracting me, I don't have time. Maybe after I'm stabilized and I'm a homeowner. You know, I am a homeowner now. There's a liveaboard fee for the the boat slip. And that means, and I'm paying it. I signed, even though I'm not there, I paid it ahead. Like, so that means I have my own address. I am not homeless. I'm just traveling right now. A lot of my stalkers like disrespect the homeless. Well, I'm not. And your little Lord God Trump, the way he runs businesses is he borrows a bunch of money under a corporate name, which is a separate legal entity, and attempts the business, and if it fails, which his like uniformly do, then the bank's out the money and the taxpayers ending up bailing out the bank, and it's all backwater trickery, and he doesn't pay taxes on any of it, and he loses everyone else's money. I took my money, the quit claim to my inheritance and my disability back pay, and I'm investing all my money in me. I say I finance, but I finance through my own personal credit, which I'm just now building and just now getting in order, the Insta360 and stuff. I spent my money in an attempt to make a business. And by the way, the people hating on disability and shit, I've been researching the law on that. There is specific law allowing you to have property that is in pursuit of being self-sustaining. That may not be the right word, self-sustaining, self-supporting, something like, I have to pull up the file. But if I am explicitly having motorcycles to make videos, and Insta360 to make videos, and even buying food if I'm making vlogs about cooking and the stove and tongs and mess kit I bought, I can call all that stuff business expenses, and it's not a lie, and it's not playing games. Do I make videos? You're watching one of them. My stalkers are prolific and have kept me back, but I've had some success in the past. And it's clear I'm trying. Like, you can't say I'm not trying. You can say I'm failing, but Trump failed at everything. Trump failed at making casinos. Let me tell you, that's a mathematical thing. I'm a good card counter, and they finally ended up getting me. I'm pissed off $500 at the casino. And I was up, too, up $600. It's just one of those feelings you get, like, I'm lucky I'm on one, I'm going to get that money back. And it's a addictive type of behavior, and I went from up to down and pissed off 500 and never went back. I bet with all the free hotels I got and the free chips, some of them were like, my birthday month was 100 a week. That's I only went 3 weeks, but that's 300 right there. There's been a bunch more 50, 75, a bunch of meal coupons and shit. I'm barely out anything, and the rooms were all zero. The rooms were all 0, 0, 0. No tax, no nothing. And the nice suite and everything. And that was in the heat of the summer, and it was a nice room, made for some nice video. Like, casinos are money pits. Like, even someone that's shrewd as fuck and good with math like me can't even hold out for long. So, Trump bankrupted casinos and lost other people's money and his father's money. Me, the pittance I got, you think 35K is a lot? 35K, and remember I was standing on the side of the road with nothing. With absolutely nothing. I had to get the vehicle. I had to get insurance. The police impounded the vehicle and cost me thousands of dollars. I spent about $3,000 with the bail and everything. That first time I went to the police station to complain about the stalkers, because the police said I don't have the right to drive a vehicle because I only had a permit for the motorcycle. But I was obeying the law. The rules were no at night. No passengers, take no freeway, something like that. But I was obeying the rules. I went to my local police department and make a complaint. They're like, you're not supposed to be driving. We're taking your vehicle. And they doubled down even after I got out of jail. And fucking, it cost me, I had to pay a bail, and I had to pay the huge impound fees. It cost me thousands and thousands. 10% of the whole thing, plus a few weeks in jail, let my body get weak and my back get weak, which throws me out. There's 10% on the first one. There was another false arrest and bail. That was the Romano one. And 2 more impounds. And we know that they like sawed off the chain and took it to impound while I was asleep one night. Like, it just, the police fuck me left and right and left and right and left and right. And you just hemorrhage money. And the stalkers cutting my income and flagging everything. Like, it's all essentially pro bono. Whatever civil rights work I do in filming the police and holding them accountable, I'm just doing it for the good of the community in hopes of a brighter future, but not right now. So, One day, I've had people thank me on all this stuff, on fighting religion in jail and shit, and someone's come to me off record on the side, be like, thanks for standing up for our kind, man, swear to God. About circumcision and stopping child genital mutilation. I know I've saved lives. Fuck the embarrassment, humiliation. I don't give a fuck, nigga. No one stood up for me, and I don't have the right to complain if I don't stand up for them. Oh, there's that. I took my pills earlier and I couldn't find the vitamins. The service dog stuff, I was in a mental health clinic that accepts GR and stuff, a government clinic back on Carson Avenue in South Bay, LA, in the LAPD corridor. The base area I live, not in Torrance, but right next to it, where the YouTube channel blew up and all the service dog stuff was. And I was talking to the psych about the service dog and stuff, and I was going to get to get the voluntary, unnecessary thing from animal control saying that, acknowledging that you have a service dog, you get a medical thing from your doctor. You don't have to, don't bother, it's a waste of your money and time, but I did because, and people heard me talking about the whole thing and working on my cell phone and YouTube videos in the lobby, and poor person out of no way, long form, thanked me like, hey man, I see what you're doing, and like, yeah, Jack in the Box fucks with people, the gyms fuck with people, you're helping other poor people out, and if they come after you, they'll have a better time. And I have proof of that with a girl that I did service dog access checks with back in the day, the benefactor for my channel, the rich girl, the one that became a veterinarian. We went to a 7-Eleven that I had a video of. I'm not sure if it's surviving to this day, but I had a bad blowout with the cops, and I was one of the early ones, but I stood hard and firm because there was a Subway next door, and I'd had the cops out for that one, and they ruled in my favor, and they explained it to them, and it was all my favor. It was the same parking lot, same little bitty strip mall, and I'm like, well, I won last time, I'm going to win this time, right? I'm going to win this time. And the cops showed up and fucked with me and threw me out and blah, blah, blah. And I stood firm but lost, and that was 5 points. If anyone knows where 5 points is in Palos Verdes. Very important area for the poor. That's a major intersection where the rich and powerful elite come down from the hill to mix with the common folks. And there's a good panhandling spot right there. And there's a 7-Eleven and fucking Subway on the corner. And there's nothing else within a mile. It's all industrial and shit in the park and stuff. It's perfect homeless territory. And I used to go there regularly, and that fucked me off, and then I couldn't go there, and I lived nearby in Torrance. Like, it was a major, like, hey, your kind isn't welcome in this neighborhood. Oh, and by the way, that's the rich elite neighborhood where you would do the best and make your life easier. A good example would be the Lincoln Park guy that killed himself. That was his neighborhood, Palos Verdes. Trump Golf Course, that neighborhood. Okay, well, years later, I show back up with that girl. We do a service dog access check there, and they fucked with me and threw me out, even though I had the cops up there. And the manager, which was the same dude, I recognized him, quoted the law verbatim as if he'd read the company manual. Like, he had training. And I'd like to think, and probably did cause that, he knew the explicit law and exactly what to do, and he said it with a smile on his face like, haha, I would not make such a mistake again. And remember, that time it wasn't me and my service dog, it was this rich white woman who is a PhD, a veterinarian surgeon, that has her own disability and own service dog, and it's none of our fucking business. Like, the rich elite person got a snappy yes sir, but it's possible she wouldn't have if he was just a religious bigot. You know, Indians have a thing about dogs. It was an Indian dude, so but I like to think that I got him trained so that others that came after me, this time a rich white woman, but who knows, like I said, that was a good homeless camp area, park, 7-Eleven, $1 million corner, like, there are others that came after me, and with the numbers in that area, they ended up tearing down the fence and getting into a wilderness preserve nearby and building a huge homeless settlement there. So one, I don't go there anymore, but two, there's a whole bunch of poor people. I can almost guarantee this affected another person with a service dog at some point, and maybe he didn't have his day ruined or was forced to pack up camp and move to a new part of town, and who the fuck knows. I wasn't homeless there, by the way. That was when I had the office. And a little bit with the apartment where I got hit with the car. Oh, so many tales in my long life. They always tell me to write a book. Well, I hate putting pen to paper and writing because I was abused with that as a kid, writing sentences and shit. And this is my version of that. And anyone can bring these stories up at any time, and you'll always get the same story because I'm just telling you how it is. I remember I was there. Okay, well, I'm going to do another match or two of StarCraft and then pack up the remainings of what I own and go gas jug $200 while I'm traveling across the state with a loaded trailer with everything I have on a wing and a prayer to a place I've never been. But there's satellite maps and shit these days, so I'll be alright, right? I'm crazy, motherfuckers. I'm crazy.